so much for tuning in. It's your girl chanellenovosey, and I am starting a new series called the MeetUp, where I'll bring people in the event design industry on my channel to talk about the business and let you guys know what they're all about. Today I have a special guest in the building. I have E from Vincent Floral Design. She also goes by Elle Vincent on her blog. She does an amazing job of showcasing her florals that she does here for so many people. She has helped me out tremendously. When I first got started in the floral design community, I took her classes and I studied under her, and she has been such a great help for me, and I really appreciate all that you have done for me, honestly. You have been a great example of how to be an entrepreneur and how to really go get it, girl. You are doing it, and I really do appreciate you for being on today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so
much.
I wanted to bring E on so she can show you how to make a real bouquet, and I'll be showing you guys how to make a bouquet out of fake flowers. It's going to be so much fun. She is amazing. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you see that her and I have collabed previously before, so be sure to follow her on her social media handles, which are
E Vincent Floral Design. So that is for my company, E Vincent Floral. E Vincent Floral Design on Instagram and on Facebook. And also you can follow my personal page that's at Elle Vincent. And that's spelled E-L-L-E Vincent, V-I-N-C-E-N-T.
Okay, thank you so much. And we are going to just have a little quick chit chat before we go over and start our bouquet. So Erin, tell us a bit about your company and how you got started.
Yeah, so I started E Vincent Floral Design about 6 years ago. It really started because I had a need and a want to start my own business. And I have a lot of friends that are entrepreneurs, and one of my friends in particular told me, for your first business, try to pick something that you could do every single day of the year. Even if you weren't getting paid, no matter the circumstances, pick something that you really, really love. And I kind of at that time had a closeted obsession for flowers. So it was something that I was like, okay, I think I might really want to try this and try my hand at it to see if it works. I figured I would try it. If I failed, you know, I could then try something else in the business. And it was great, you know, once I started, everybody, all my friends were so supportive, my family was so supportive, and kind of giving me my first couple of orders and my first few weddings. And after I got the swing of it, you know, I really, really fell in love with flowers. I fell in love with floral design. So it was a no-brainer after that point. I was lucky that I tried it. It was pretty successful, and I've had good success since then.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now you also have a blog, and you travel quite frequently. You have been to so many different places. Girl, I look at your Instagram and I'm like, oh my God, I wish.
I try.
I love it. So how did you get into traveling, and where are you going next?
Yeah, so I would say travel is definitely, you know, one of my biggest passions. On my blog, ellevincent.com, on that blog, I really focus on featuring my 3 loves, which are flowers, food, and then my pursuit of a beautiful life.
I love that.
Flowers, food, and a beautiful life, it just really made sense and resonated with me. So when I started my blog, I really wanted to focus traveling. And at that time, I was traveling to you know, the French Riviera, and I did a trip over to Greece, and did a couple of trips in Europe, and so many people had so many questions about, okay, well, when you went to Athens, or when you went to Nice, or Monaco, you know, what are the places that I need to go when I plan my trip? And after getting so many of those questions, I was like, you know, I just need to like make a blog or somewhere that I can share all of this information. So it really started off as a travel blog, and then, you know, I have a big passion for food, and obviously flowers is a huge passion of mine. So I was just putting it all under one umbrella. So that's kind of how I birthed my blog. And as far as my next trip, I'm doing so bad for 2019. I don't have anything. I don't have any solid plans.
Okay.
But I do have some tentative plans for a trip going back to Greece, but not going to Athens, going to MeetUp, and going to Santorini and a couple other places. I really want to go to Asia and Africa. So I think this year is going to be the year that maybe I'll perhaps go to Morocco or somewhere in Africa. But it's all about planning. It's hard to balance, you know, when you're doing all of your business and all of your work. You also have to find time, you know, to plan travel and things that you're really passionate about.
Seriously, which brings me to my next question. You know, you've been an entrepreneur for so long. You know, what advice would you give someone who's starting off as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I would say the best the best advice that I can give and the best thing that you can do for yourself is to give it a really good first try. I think a lot of people will start with an idea saying, oh, I really want to start this business, and they'll start really, really fast, and then they'll slow down really fast as well. You know, they'll start off hot, and then all of a sudden, you know, they're kind of, they lose that momentum. And I would say whether you start off and you're a huge success or you're failing, give it a really good first try. You know, really put all the time in, put all the effort in at the beginning, and that's going to give you the best idea of what the trajectory of your business is. So I think that what I see now, especially because it's definitely fad to be an entrepreneur and have your own business. You know, you see a lot of people who kind of come in really hot, and then all of a sudden the business is just
fall out of nowhere.
You have no idea what happened to it.
Definitely. That passion has to stay lit, because I know for me, starting my own business, it's been very difficult to, like, you have to stay consistent on social media, and you do so much. There's so much that comes with being an entrepreneur, but it's definitely possible. It's a lot of hard work, but it definitely pays off. And Erin's a perfect example that if you keep on trying and you keep on persisting, it definitely can turn into a major business, which she is on her way to the top. I love her designs, and she is awesome. So be sure to check her out. We're gonna head over to this kitchen area and show you guys how we're going to make some bouquets. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, love, so we're gonna start designing. We have some flowers here. I got most of mine from Hobby Lobby, as well as a Dollar Tree. And we're just gonna design, not really gonna do too much of a tutorial, because we just wanna keep it fun and just have more conversation and just relax. So we'll show you what we're doing, but we'll also just kind of talk. And Erin got some beautiful flowers here as well.
Yes, so I got these flowers actually from a local grocery store. So we won't mention which one, but just to let you know, there are some good options if you're not able to go to an actual floral market. There are some decent options that you can get at your local grocery store. So we got these flowers on the ridge.
Nice. Okay, so we're just gonna begin to design. No really rhyme or reason to it, and let's just get started. All right. So are there any techniques that you think are very important to making a bouquet?
Well, I think that before you start a bouquet, you really want to get the vision in your mind. So you want to go ahead and decide, all right, what do I want this to look like? What do I want my color scheme? What do I want the pops of color to be? And I think that'll give you a good idea where to start. But then I think from my experience in arranging bouquets, you just got to start. You know? Because it's easy to feel like, oh, I have a lot of anxiety about starting and trying something new. Just jump in there and try it. And then you'll be able to make changes along the way to achieve the look that you're trying to do. Another tip that I would say, especially when you're using some live flowers, is that you want to make sure that you manicure the flowers. So take off those thorns, take off all of the foliage and things. You want to get a really good clean stem when you're designing. Alrighty, so we are about halfway done, so this is what it's starting to look like. And whether you're using real flowers or using silk flowers, it's really a very similar process of building as you go and kind of building a beautiful bouquet.
Definitely. We're just gonna continue working. It looks great. You guys see, like, she is so bomb, okay? So as you can see, Erin does a fabulous job of just the way that she arranges things, honestly. Like, she has a little bit of greenery in there, and then she knows how to make her colors pop off of each other beautifully. Like, seriously. I mean,
that is beautiful as well.
Hey, you gotta work it, right? Definitely, this is just what it's gonna look like for me. I'm not the professional, she is.
Well, and you know what I always say, when it comes to flowers, there's no such thing as perfection. There really isn't.
There you go.
Make it your own.
Definitely. So Erin does amazing floral design classes, and she has one coming up in March. You want to tell me more about that?
Yes, absolutely. So the date is not completely set, but if you follow me at Vincent Floral Design on Instagram, I'll be sure to give you all the details. Also on Facebook, I'll unleash them there as well. But this is going to be a class that's going to be toward the end of March, and the theme is going to be Intro to Spring. So of course, you know, the seasons change at the end of March, and we go into the spring season. So this class is going to be really taking advantage of the best of the season. So a bunch of new flowers are going to be back in season, so we're going to be taking advantage of those and creating some beautiful flowers. And I have to say, this is one of my favorite classes because I love color, I love texture, and I love just having a large variety of really beautiful flowers. And beginning of spring, early spring is really when those flowers shine the brightest to me. So.
And I think I met her in her spring class, right? I think that was one of the first classes I took in the spring. It was so much fun. We did a floral crown, and I love that thing. And I wore it to the mall. So when people were like, "Oh, where'd you get that from?" And I was like, "Here's her information." You know, it was so much fun though.
Yes, it's so much fun at my classes. We drink wine and design.
Yes.
So there's definitely going to be some form of wine or mimosas or something like that. The last class we had was a holiday wreath class, which was so great. I mean, it turned out so well.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the next classes this spring.
So look out for that. Definitely check out her website as well as her Instagram in case you want to attend those classes.
So this is one of the most standard types of greenery, but this is called ruscus. So it's just a really popular, you can find this in a lot of grocery stores, you'll see it in a lot of arrangements. So also it grows in a bush, so sometimes you can forage it. Just want to make sure you're not taking it off of someone's lot. Yeah.
So we have just finished up our bouquets, and they turned out really beautiful. Love it, love it. I just popped some green on the bottom of mine. I didn't add too much to mine. Want to talk about yours a little bit? Yeah, so we just used a variety of all the different flowers that we have today. A couple pops of greenery here and there, but you can kind of see the difference between color and structure, bouquet with real flowers, and then also flowers. So next what we're going to do is we're going to add some ribbon to our bouquets. And what kind of ribbon do you have today?
So I have some ribbon. This is some champagne ribbon. This is color champagne. This is a ribbon I use a lot for a lot of different varieties. I just get it from the floral market here in Atlanta. Because I am a floral designer and I have a business, I can shop at various wholesale floral markets here in town. So it's a good place to go if you want to get a really big floral ribbon. Now, I just want to point out, Erin using the champagne color, and it contrasts perfectly with the arrangement that she's using. Is there any particular reason why you would use such a color? You wouldn't just go for a standard pink or white?
Yeah, I think that adding contrast is really going to add depth. So contrast in flowers, contrast in textures, contrast in colors is going to add a lot of depth and make your arrangements a lot more interesting. Like you said, you could just go for a plain white ribbon or a plain pink ribbon, but I encourage you guys, really try to use different colors, try to use different textures. Chanel has this really awesome bling ribbon here, so if that's your thing, get creative and don't just use the first option. Get a little creative.
I'm going to use some pink ribbon, and I may go over just a little bit of the top of it with a little bit of bling since I have, I guess, a little bit of bling. I'm really just winging it, so we'll just add our ribbon to our bouquets and we'll show you guys the final designs afterwards. Alright love, so we are finished with our bouquets. They turned out absolutely beautiful. You got your silk flowers here. It looks beautiful. I just decided to add ribbon at the bottom and not do the cardboard ending at the bottom. So I like this a whole lot better. These turned out absolutely beautiful. Do you want to add any final words on your bouquet?
No, I think that both of these bouquets turned out so beautifully, and I think whether you're using silk flowers or real flowers, you have a lot of options and a lot of resources to make a DIY bouquet. Just make sure before you get started, you have a really great, clear vision of what you want to create. And then, definitely follow our tips that we showed here today, and good luck on creating a bouquet.
Awesome. You guys be sure to check out E's website. Everything will be listed in the description box, as well as follow her on social media. Thank you so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. Best of wishes. She is amazing. You guys are going to love her content. Also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell. And I'll see y'all in the next DIY. Have a blessed day. Bye.